Justine here from Behaviour.com, and welcome to our tools and techniques where we support parents in understanding questions or how to deal with certain things. And what we're looking today, the question we get is, how do I help my child deal with meltdowns? What do I do? So before we even start that, I like to take a step backwards, and because the meltdown is basically an outcome of a build-up of a series of events that leads to this outburst. And generally what we're doing and what we're researching a lot of is looking at what we call the balancing of the brain. How is the brain being balanced in order for it to feel in balance, so that if you're out of balance, that's when your child is going to respond and react by having a meltdown. So I tend to sit with parents and I actually go through your current routine at home, at school. I go through everything, and then I ask simple questions like, when you're attending school, or when you are in a routine, and when you're out of a routine, what are you doing? Where is that? When you're with people, when you're not with people, where are your screen times? And if you've got screen time, the time of the day and things like that. So there's so much connected that helps me understand why your child then has a meltdown. Now, what I generally see a lot of is when there's a change in routine and you have gotten comfortable in a certain way that feels, think about every morning you wake up, what's the natural routine you put in place? And those things are what we call our left brain functioning to help us put structure in place so we feel safe. Now, when that structure is taken away from us, then we feel unsafe, and then we kind of feel out of control, and then we go into a flight and flight mode, which burns us out and then leads to the meltdown. So if you look at the events leading up to that experience, you then see, oh, okay, I would trace my steps back and see possibly has my routine changed for the day that has led me to this outburst. And it can be, even things like during Christmas time, I notice a lot of children become overwhelmed. Holiday times, children become very overwhelmed because their routine has changed and they've had structure, they've had boundaries in place, and all of a sudden all that's taken away, and it is a shock to the system. So it's just something for you to be aware of when your child is having a meltdown, even yourself. We as adults have meltdowns, to look into what has been happening as a routine that helps you feel in control and safe and feel structured. And then when it's taken away, what has happened for that to get to that point. I even notice when I'm teaching adults, when they've been off for some time and been on holiday and they come back, they're overwhelmed and they can't get their heads around things. So I get them back into certain structured activities that help them just balance and realign that.